Hello, I'm Reid Robinson with the Asian Markets Overview for 18 March 2009. Asian markets opened broadly firmer today after Wall Street rallied, boosted by the unexpectedly good housing data in the US. Japan's Nikkei share average rose above the psychologically key 8,000 level in early trade. To the Asian Economy Watch. The South Korean financial watchdog, Financial Supervisory Service, said the bank's loan default rate rose to its highest level in more than 3 years in February. The figure was the highest since October 2005, when it also hit 1.67%, the service said. The Singapore government said the nation's exports contracted at a slower pace in February compared with January. Singapore's non-oil domestic exports fell 23.7% in February from a year earlier, marking a 10th consecutive month of declines. We now move to company news. Norwegian telecom operator Telenor and India Unitech said that they were close to a deal where Telenor will acquire a controlling stake in Unitech via a fresh equity infusion. Hong Kong's listed hotel group Shangri-La Asia expects room rates to be lower after the company reported a worse-than-expected 51.32% drop in net profit last year. But the company remained a solid long-term growth prospect and planned to spend about US $600 million this year on new development projects. Hong Kong Electric Holdings delivered a net profit of Hong Kong $8 billion last year, partly due to its newly acquired projects overseas. The company also expects earnings outside Hong Kong will be boosted this year as a result of the purchase of a 45% stake in power plants in Guangdong and Jilin provinces from Cheng Kong Infrastructure Holdings last month. South Korea Hana Bank, the flagship of the Hana Financial Group, is seeking bolstering its presence in its key strategic markets abroad, particularly in China. Hana Bank said its Chinese corporate entities saw its total assets soar by 50% at the end of last year from a year ago. China's Huaxia Bank said today that it planned to establish a fund management joint venture with British-based F&C Asset Management. Huaxia will own 70.5% of the Beijing-based venture, while 19.5% will be owned by F&C. The other shareholder to take the 10% stake is expected to be a state-owned Chinese company. South Korea's Hyundai Steel Company said Wednesday it will supply a 100,000 metric tonnes of hot-rolled coal to India's well-spun Gujarat Rowan Limited in a one-year contract. It is speculated that Coca-Cola might abandon its proposed takeover of China Weiyuan Juice after the Chinese antitrust regulators indicated it would have to relinquish the brand. That was the Asian Markets Overview for 18 March 2009. I'm Reid Robinson.